Cleo swear.
Yes.
Right? Do you understand that bit?
Yes.
So me and her talking, Cleo swore while she was talking to me. She said a rude word. And then I say to you, did you hear what Cleo said? And I say, tell me what Cleo said. I'd rather you tell me everything, including the swear word.
So I should say.
Say like said, oh, Cleo said, oh, this camera's shit. Say she said that. And I say to you, what did Cleo say? I don't want you to say, oh, Cleo said the camera's rubbish. I want you to say, Cleo said the camera was shit. Do you see?
Yes, so I should.
So don't try and make it polite.
Yes.
Say exactly. Is that clear?
Yes, so I should say what exactly.
Exactly. Perfect. Well done. Thank you. So you've come here with your mum, and do you live with your mum? Do you?
Yeah, I live with her.
And who else do you live with?
And that's just my mum I live with. Only my mum.
No one else?
No.
No other
I
family in
don't live
house?
with my dad, no.
What about brothers?
No. I live with my brother Gabriel.
So it's you, Gabriel, your mum.
Yes, and when three.
Three of you?
Yes.
Okay.
But my big brother James, he sometimes comes.
Okay. James.
James is just my big brother, but he's not really like he knows this about this, but no, he doesn't really like doing it.
What do you mean?
So my big brother James.
Yeah, James. How old is James?
He's about 17. But he's not really included because he doesn't really live with us.
Oh, okay. So
But he lives with his other dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't live with us, but
okay.
he comes to visit us on Saturdays.
Oh, I see. So is he your half brother? Is he?
And he is my brother. He is my brother.
Right.
So it's just that his dad is married to so my mum married two men.
Yep.
So first is when my big brother was born.
Yeah.
And after she broke up with his name is Will.
Yeah.
He broke up with him.
Yeah.
And then after she didn't marry, but she loved Ricky, which is my dad.
Yeah.
So then we were born. So then she broke up.
So your dad is Ricky. James's dad is Will.
Will Draper, and my mum's name's Ella Draper.
But you and James both have the same mum, who's Ella, yeah?
Yes.
Understand. And what about Gabriel?
Gabriel, yes, he's my brother, yes.
And is he the son of Will, or is he the son of Ricky?
Son of Ricky. Me and Gabriel are so the daughter and son of Ricky, and James is son of Will.
Perfect. So you live with your mum?
Yes.
And do you ever get to see your dad, do you?
My dad Ricky.
Ricky, do you ever get to see him?
Every two Saturdays, but actually, in fact, he lies to my mum, and he says that he just sees us every 2 Saturdays.
And do you see him every 2 Saturdays?
Orders.
Okay.
So
do you see him every 2 Saturdays?
Nope. We see him every single day.
Every single day? And how do you do that?
School, he comes to our school.
Oh, does he? And what does he do at the school?
He does sex to us. He kills babies there.
Right.
We eat babies. We drink their blood.
Okay.
Because this is how we do it. So like on Wednesdays is the most special, busiest day, day.
Okay. We'll take it little bit by little bit. So you say your dad comes to your school every day.
Yes.
What does that mean? He comes to your school every day?
So that means he comes like whenever we have school on Saturdays. He comes and sees us there.
Whereabouts does he come and see you?
My school, Christchurch Primary School.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's the area we live next to Christchurch Primary School.
Yeah.
Because we live in 5 Patterson Road, and then after he comes to our school.
Okay. So who drops you off at school in the morning?
My mum.
So you get dropped off at school.
Yes.
When you get dropped off at school, what do you do then?
So then they check if the coast is clear, if my mum's not there or anything around the area. Alright. So they go, Mr. Morris, the caretaker.
Yeah.
He goes around the school areas and checks if my mum is there or anything, like if the coast is clear.
Right.
And after they call my dad and say that everything's alright, my mum is not there. It's air clear.
How do you know that?
Because they got the number of my dad.
And how do you know that?
Because I heard them talking to my dad. That was exactly my own dad's voice. Exactly.
So where were you when you heard this caretaker speak?
Staff room.
Why were you in the staff room?
Because that's where they do sex to me. There.
So you've got to school. Right,
Yes.
You've got to school. How did you get to school?
So we just go and buy a car though.
So you go by car
Yes.
with your mum.
Yes.
Get to the school.
Yes.
So you get out of the car.
Yes.
And where do you go first of all?
So this is where we park, and there's this little path. You go upstairs and there's this little path, and then here's our school.
Yes.
So then you just walk in. but that's where the infants are. But you have to go further along, and that's where the junior, because I'm in junior. So then when you go in the junior, there's downstairs, and then there's a big playground, and then there's this office and the whole school there.
So you go into the school in the infant's part, and you walk around to the front.
Yes, and at the front, when you just come in the room, there's an office. There's office just at the front. There's a door going in the hallway where we do assembly.
Yeah.
And on the right, no, on the left, you go in and there's the headmistress office there, and the staff toilet, and there's just this like where the teachers go and do the typing and work.
Yeah.
And there's upstairs, there's year 4 and year 5.
Yeah.
And after, just like, I'm in year 4, so in year 4, there's just there, and then year 5 is there on that side, and the staff room is just in front of us. So just walk in the staff room, and then there's this kitchen, and there's a sofa, and that's where we do sex.
So why do you go in there first of all? Why don't you just go to class?
We go to class sometimes too, yes.
Right,
So go to class sometimes, yes.
Okay, so you go to class.
Yes.
Okay, and then what happens when you get
And
to
then
class?
they got this, in my classroom, they got this little door at the back. Right at the back of the classroom, they've got a little door, and it's just like a tiny little room. It's all stuffed with sweets, prizes, especially to pay the children with sweets to do sex to them.
Right.
And so they give sweets as much as they like.
Yeah.
So they give sweets so till they're like full, they're done. So because while they eat the sweets, they do sex to them. So they pay them sweets, and then after they do what they want them to do.
Okay.
Because our the children.
What children? What children?
So there's children from our school, 200 children in our school, but it's not like all.
Okay.
There's 20 special children.
Who are these 20 special children?
There's Millie, she's a brown girl.
Millie who?
Millie Cowell.
Millie Cow?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you know she's one of the 20 special children?
Because I know, because she comes in, they do sex to her, mostly.
Who's they? Who's they?
The teachers, the parents, the staff.
Every single teacher, or specific teachers?
No, the whole school does it. The whole school, and we got our own church too. So because they do that, because after, as I said, we kill babies, we drink their blood, we eat them.
Okay.
But then after so the social services who are in it, they go to families. So the families can't afford. So they get a baby, but they can't look after it or anything. They can't buy food, or they can't buy clothes. They can't look after it. So the families who sell their children.
Yeah.
So the social services get them. They say they get them to a foster home, but they don't. They get the babies or the children, and then they get Miss Marden, our nurse in our school. She injects the child or baby in the neck just here though.
Right. Okay. And how do you know that?
Because I saw her doing it.
How did you see her doing it?
Because I saw her in the staff room. She was getting this. So she got this injection, and she done. So the baby was there. It was just sitting on the table,
right.
And I was just laughing there. And after she just injected her, and it was it was slowly went to sleep. And not just like a thud, not like just fell straight away. They put, because it looked like it was slowly moving down like that.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
And then after
His baby's gone to sleep.
Yes, and then after they get put on this bit, they get the baby to hang it upside down.
And how's that hang
yes,
upside
over
down?
the string.
From where?
On the wall, because there's this little like is a screw, and they put a string, it's like a circle string, tied to the legs, hang it upside down, and then they get the knife they use for cutting the baby's head off. So you know this big ones, like this big Chinese ones, which you chop up coconut and stuff.
Right.
Yes, they get cleavers, aren't they? No.
Okay.
I don't know what they're called.
You've described it well enough.
Yes.
Okay.
So then because our dad, he forces me and Gabriel to do it. But because we can't, we're not strong enough to cut the baby's head off. He has us to hold the knife, and he puts his hand at the top of our hand, and he helps us to cut the baby's head off. Because he's learning, he's teaching me and Gabriel, so when we're older, to do it to our own children and do this kind of stuff to our own children.
Where is it this that happens?
The church, the kitchen in our church.
The kitchen in the church.
Yes, they got.
So, right, this string. Tell me about this string.
It's just like, it's not just like just a thin normal string. It's a bit thick. It's like maybe that thick.
Okay.
And they tie around.
Okay.
Like in a circle.
Right.
Hang it up on
Where do they tie it to on the baby?
So it's like on legs. So they put the legs together, tie it on.
Yeah.
And so it's like one string around and then one string attached.
Yeah.
And it's hanging upside down. They get the knife, but they don't just cut it off absolutely. It's still on. So it's just like the head off, but it's still hanging on.
So okay.
Yes, and then there's a big white bowl on the floor, and the blood drips in, and then we pour it in a big silver goblet.
Okay, so where's this white bowl? Where did they get the white bowl from?
They bought the big white bowl.
From where?
There's any shop, any white.
And where did they get the bowl? Where did they get the bowl from this time?
Any shop like this. So
But you obviously didn't see them get the bowl.
No, I don't know what shop. But I think they went to this. What is it called? Next to Brent Cross.
Okay.
It's near Brent Cross.
Where is it kept at the
in a cupboard. In a cupboard.
What cupboard?
There's just like a normal cupboard. So it's like like a cupboard, like a kitchen cupboard.
Right. Okay.
So
where is this kitchen cupboard?
Yes, so there's a kitchen in the church and in a school.
Right. There's kitchen.
Yes.
I've got it. This kitchen.
Yes.
So in the kitchen.
Yes.
Baby's hanging up.
Yes.
And you said that there's a white
yes,
bowl.
Yes.
And it's kept in a cupboard. So what cupboard is it kept in?
It's just a wooden cupboard. So it's like.
Okay. So if I was to go in the kitchen, how would I find it? Tell me how I can find it.
So it's not as big as this room. It's much bigger. Much bigger.
Right.
So it's just like maybe just around on this wall, just around here. There's this little cupboard.
Right.
It's not little. It's kind of medium sized.
Right, there's a medium cupboard. So where's the door? So you
Yes,
described
the door is a bit like that.
So the door's over there.
Yes.
Then you said the cupboard would be in the other corner.
Yes.
Have I got that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and is the cupboard up in the top or down on the bottom?
No, it's at the top, like in the middle, like that. Yes.
And you say it's wooden. What colour wooden?
Just normal brown wood.
Okay, and there are any other cupboards around it?
Yes, there is some other cupboards like around the walls.
So,
Lots and lots and lots.
So
There's just a few.
If I come in, how can I go to that cupboard without making any mistake with one of the other
So
cupboards?
like if you come in a room, here's this sink, and here's this big table, and just this little, as I said, a cupboard.
Okay.
So you see this frame and it says Wish?
Yeah.
It's a bit bigger than that size, and it's just that colour of wood, a bit brown, and then it's just this cupboard, and then just got the normal handles, and then just wooden handles.
Okay.
So you have to open, and there's this white bowl and a silver goblet. The things that we use, the plates that we use to eat the baby on. Yes. So and they tell me and Gabriel, but who actually killed the babies was my father. He kills the babies.
Okay. So the baby's hanging up. And
Yes.
you say, how do they hang it up? What do they use? It's got the string on the leg.
Yes.
And then what's it attached to?
No. It's got a screwdriver on the wall.
There's a screwdriver
Yes.
on the wall. Whereabouts on the wall?
It's just like a wall. It's not like the same like this room. The door is actually there. Yeah, that's the kitchen where we actually do that's the usual kitchen where we usually
So you go in, go through the door. So where's this screw on the wall?
So it's just like the door. Pretend the door is just there.
Yeah.
It's another kitchen there.
Yeah.
This is the kitchen that we usually use.
Yeah. So how How do I know that's a different kitchen? What's different about this kitchen? Where is
Because it's just a different shape and it looks different.
Whereabouts is this kitchen
in our school?
Whereabouts in the school?
So it's just like this school, just this normal kitchen school. The kitchen. Yes, where they make the school dinners.
So, right, the school canteen kitchen. Okay, so it's in there. So you go in the door.
Yes.
Where's the screw on the wall?
So it's just like that. It's just like this. So here's the door when you come in, and there's this little screwdriver.
Screwdriver. Screwdriver.
It's not a screwdriver. A screw.
Right, a screw.
Yes, it's in the wall.
Right.
But it got space on.
Yeah.
So you have to hang the string on.
Yeah.
But you make sure it's still is like secure.
Yeah.
So they put because Mr. Morris he works hard. He works with hammers. He works that kind of stuff. Yeah. So he gets this screw in the wall, and after he hangs it up, he hangs the baby up.
Right. Okay.
And Papa and me.
Yeah.
Either me or Gabriel hold on to the knife, but he actually kills the baby because he puts his hand on our hand.
Okay.
So then he says to swing and just chop off the baby's head off, but like stop straight away, like once, so you go like this one, and then just leave a bit of space so it's still on the head, but it's just the blood is dripping in the bowl then. That's how we drain out the blood.
Okay, so you do that. Blood dripping. Does blood not go like everywhere?
No. We don't make that. We go like this. Like we don't just go like smash like that. We go like this. One like not so speedy.
Yeah.
Just like medium speed. So you just go like that fast, like that, and we make sure it's not like blood spilled everywhere because we make sure that everything is clean, as much as clean as they can do it, because they clean after that too.
Okay.
So if there's blood is on the floor or something like that, they wipe it off.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the blood's in the bowl.
Yes, and then after we pour it in the silver goblet.
And where do they get the silver goblet from?
I don't know what shop.
No, but like where it...
Yes, it's with the white bowl in the same cupboard.
In the same cupboard?
Yes.
It's wooden cupboard? And
yes.
That's not in this kitchen with the hanging on screw, it's in a different kitchen, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they get the bowl from the other kitchen to that kitchen.
Understood. So where are all the people that work in the canteen then when this is happening?
I don't understand.
Well, there's obviously... If it's a kitchen,
yes.
To make, I assume, is it to make all the children's lunches?
Yes, but instead of
people?
making the children lunches, they give baby to the children.
They give baby to the children.
Yes, so they give if they say there's spaghetti bolognese that day, they put baby meat in all the time.
And how do they make baby meat to use spaghetti?
Because they cut the baby. Mrs. Forsyth, the headmistress, she cuts the baby.
And what about all the bones and that?
Yes, they keep the bones.
Where do they go?
No, I know, but the bones, they don't just keep them. They make stuff out of them. So they make like statues of the church.
Where are these statues?
Yes, because they got carving, like there's people carving people. They work near Swiss Cottage, somewhere there. That's where they work, in a carving shop. And it's just, and then they tell there's a man called Felix there, and then he makes this he makes statues of churches. He makes that kind of stuff. So he makes.
Sorry. Can you be quiet, please? We're just doing an interview. Cheers. Yeah, no, fine. Cheers.
So it's just they make like statues and stuff out of the bones.
Yeah.
Because they got as I said, they got carving people. So they got Felix, they got Max.
Yeah.
Those are the two people who got the best ones at carving.
Yeah.
So at our church, we got our own church.
Yeah.
Yes, they make carving of that church, and then they don't just sell it.
Yeah.
They sell it sometimes. but they keep it. The school keeps it sometimes, but usually they sell it for money because they want money.
And how do you know all this?
Because I saw they have statues of them.
Okay. So Felix makes statues.
Yes, and the skulls of the babies. You know the skulls.
Yeah.
Yes, they get the skulls and they make hole. They make a hole with a driller. So they make a hole in, and they tie string around, and then they put it all around the body, but they're naked, and they got this tattoo on their private with like little piercings.
Okay.
Not like earrings, but like little gold piercings around their private.
Yeah.
And they all dance around with skulls on in the church there.
Okay.
So they have skulls, like the teachers and the staff, they got 20 skulls each.
And how do you know they've got 20 each?
Yes, because I counted once. They were like, there's one here, and then there's one here, and there's one on like here. Like they looks like skulls everywhere, on their knees, on the elbows. It looks like armor.
Okay. So if I was to try and find these skulls, where would I find them?
Yes, in the church.
Where in the church?
So there's the secret rooms. They got secret rooms.
Go on. Tell me, how do I find the secret?
So when you go in the secret rooms, because they hide it in loads of places.
Would you be able to help me find them, would you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so
but they just hide them anywhere. They just hide it like in one place, then they move to other place, then they move to other place. There's just...
Okay, so I go into the church now.
Yes, and they hide... Usually they hide it in their houses. Because they have parties in their houses.
Okay.
Because Mr. Hollings, my teacher, he lives in Highgate.
Right.
Yes. You can see his house because his Porsche, he got a Porsche and it's just at the front of his house.
Okay. So, how do you know he keeps them in his house?
Because I know, because I went to his house once.
Tell me about his house. What does it look like?
It's big.
Okay, big. We go in the front door. What colour is the front door?
It's just normal black colour, normal black.
Normal black?
Yes,
so
yes.
I go in. I've gone in to Mr. Peter's house, was it? Sorry?
No, Mr. Hollings.
Mr. Hollings, sorry. Gone into Mr. Hollings' house.
Yes.
Through the black door.
Yes, and then there's this
what do I go into?
corridor. There's a corridor.
Tell me about the corridor first of all.
So it's a corridor, and it's just got like a little corridor, and there's this little table there, and the shoes there, all these kind of shoes. Yes.
Right. Stop there. Stop.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't mean to. It's rude of me to interrupt you. I'm
okay.
sorry. So we've gone into this corridor. You said it's a small corridor.
Yes.
It's a table.
Yes.
With shoes.
Yes.
So tell me about the table. Tell me everything about this table.
This table is it's not like, it does not have stuff on. It doesn't have just like skulls on. It doesn't have that. No. It got just like maybe car keys. Maybe it got his jacket on.
Okay.
Maybe it got his bag on. I don't know. Different kind of stuff. Personal stuff.
Okay. So this table, what does it look like?
It's just like a normal, like a square table.
So it's square.
Yes.
Because obviously they're like in here, like someone could describe that as a table. This is a table. So they're all very different, aren't they? So tell me about, first of all, if you stand up for me, stand up. Can you stand? So how high to you is the table?
Here.
Okay.
Here's somewhere here.
Okay, so it's somewhere there. And then what colour is it?
It's just normal, like black colour like this. It's normal wood and black.
Wood and black.
Yes,
so it's wood and black.
Yes.
Okay. So it's so it's a little bit higher than this table. It's wood and black. It's square.
Yes. So it's just like that big, like that. That's the same like this and like this.
Okay. And then so that's the top of it described, and it's square.
Yes.
And then when you go down a bit, what's there?
Yes, just under the table there's shoes there, his shoes there, so like all his different kind of shoes.
So under the table is his shoes?
Yes.
Okay. And then what about the floor? What's on the floor?
On the floor is just, as I said, it's just got shoes on. And
Okay,
got
but what's the floor? Sorry?
It got carpet on the floor too.
What sort of carpet?
Well, it's not like carpet, it's not like carpet everywhere. It's like, you know when you come in the house and there's just usually a small carpet at the front of the door? Yeah, it got that, and then the rest is just wooden.
What sort of
just
wood?
Brown, just, you see this coloured door, just that, like that.
So that shows quite a dark brown. Can you just the camera to that door across? So that's sort of colour brown. So that's colour brown for his floor.
Yes.
So you go down the corridor.
Yes.
And then what rooms are off the corridor?
So let's say where's this corridor? Here's the living room, here's the kitchen, and then just there's this toilet, and then here's you go up the room, up the stairs.
Okay. So right, so go in.
Yes.
There's a living room.
Yes.
A kitchen.
Yes.
A downstairs toilet.
Yes.
And some stairs that go upstairs.
Yes. Yes.
And have you been in all of those rooms downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the living room first of all. What's in
The
there?
living room, they've got secret rooms in there.
What does that mean?
They've got secret rooms in there.
In the living room?
Yes.
Okay, well
They're
tell me
top
about...
secret, top secret.
Okay, if we talk about the not top secret bits first of all, tell me about the normal bits of the living room.
Yes, it's just like, it's bigger than this.
Okay, so it's a room bigger than this.
Yes, it's a big large room, and then you've got a table, you've got a television, you've got a sofa. It's like a normal living room.
Okay.
Yes, and there's like a half part is a living room and a half part is a dining room.
Okay.
So it's like mixed rooms. That's why it's big.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's got a living room and a dining room,
Yes.
yeah? And
In one whole room.
has it got any tables or chairs or
Yes.
sofas or anything
Yes,
like
yes.
that? What's it got?
So you've got a television, just a big Samsung,
Samsung. How do you know
Yes.
Samsung?
because you can see with silver writing Samsung on.
Okay, so it's got Samsung telly, a big
Yes.
one. And where is that telly?
It's just like a different, like, it looks a bit like a table like that, but it's a bit smaller.
And
It's a bit like this size, this height.
And how big is that area big?
It's the same size, but it's just this height.
So it's as big as this,
Yes.
but smaller. So about this height.
Yes.
But okay.
And then it's just, the television is down and the sofa's there.
Tell me
there's
about
a
the
table.
sofa. What sort of sofa?
So
you
it's
got?
like it's not like a sofa. It's not like a multicolored.
It's not
It's just like this, not brown, but it's kind of blackish, really dark brown.
And what sort of size is the sofa?
It's like this, but like if you join that chair to the sofa.
Yeah.
So if it's like that, and you add a chair just here,
So
like it's a joint.
So it's longer, is it?
Yes, yes.
And what about? And then okay.
So it's a long sofa, it's like that, like this.
And what shape is it? The sofa?
So it's like this. So you go, it's like that, the sofa, like that.
Okay, like an L shape.
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's got a bigger sofa than this. It's like a blacky colour.
Yes,
It's in an L shape.
really dark brown. But
Okay.
like much darker.
And where does he keep the baby skulls?
The baby skull's in his house, yes.
Whereabouts?
So then at the front, where the dining room, there's this big wardrobe,
Yeah.
and he just keeps maybe spare clothes or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
maybe like if there's like maybe plates, bowls, anything like that.
Yeah.
He just keeps it there. But it's not like the wardrobe is just like the skull's right in a wardrobe.
Yeah.
You can see it, like you open the door and you can see it.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's
Right.
top secret in there.
Go on, tell me how to find
Yes,
it.
so then after it's just maybe because sometimes he keeps spare clothes, as I said.
Yeah.
So you've got a hanger and you've got just clothes, their coats or anything like that. And then after you have to apart the clothes, and there's a little door there, but it's like it looks camouflaged. You
How
can't
do you
really
mean?
see it.
So how would I be able to find it? The door.
So so here's the clothes, but you can't see the door because the clothes are in front of it.
Yeah.
It's all covered like that.
Yeah.
But you have to part the clothes, and after you can, it's like it looks like just like a normal wall,
Yeah.
but it's not a normal wall. It got a little handle there.
Is there?
Yes,
And what does this handle look like? How could I find it?
it's looking like not like a handle like that, but it's still wooden. It's like a bendy one,
Okay.
like how to say like that.
Okay. And when I open that door, what do I
So
find?
then inside, you have to go downstairs to underground.
It goes
so-
underground.
yes, yes.
And what's in there underground?
So then we go underground, and after there's this little hallway, and on the right there's this door, and then there's this big, enormous secret room.
And what's in the secret room?
In the secret room there's cupboards everywhere. Looks like everywhere, but then they do sex there too.
How do you know they do sex there?
Because they took me there to do sex.
Who took you there?
My father, Mr. Hollings took me.
So you're who?
My father.
Your father, sorry. Okay, do you call him father or papa?
Papa.
Is it papa? So papa's taking you down there. And what did you do there?
So it's just so after you do sex there, so
What
they
does
have
sex
test.
mean?
So like they have plastic. They buy plastic willies.
Right. Okay.
Yes, and then they strap it on, but they make sure they want plastic willies. They don't want to use the real willies.
Why not?
Because it just doesn't hurt. They want to make sure it hurts.
Okay. So who's they? So Papa and who else?
Mr. Hollings, headmistress.
Okay, so
all the
Papa,
teachers.
Mr. Hollings, the headmistress.
Yes, Miss Marden, Mr. Fanoni, Mr. Gorge.
Okay. So who done it when you went to that house? Who was there?
So all the staff.
All the staff.
All the the parents of all the children. They all know about it.
Okay.
They do it.
Okay. And so you've gone in there.
Yes.
And who's used the plastic willies?
All of them. All of them.
And where do they keep the plastic willies?
They keep them in the cupboards. They got, as I said, they got cupboards around.
Okay.
So they got like maybe 2 cupboards there and 2 cupboards there. They got cupboards around, all around the room.
Okay. So I'll make sure. I want to just make sure I get this absolutely correct. So
And they got exits. So because they know that because they do not trust me and Gabriel.
Yeah.
That because they say that not to tell anyone about this.
Okay.
But they do not trust us.
No.
No, because they can see them because they when they tell us not to tell about this anything, they look so curious. It looks like they don't trust us.
Okay. So I'll just get it right. Mr. Hollins' house.
Yes.
I'll go there. He has a porch outside. Then you go to the door, dark door.
Yes.
You go into a corridor.
Yes.
It's got a little carpet by the door. Wooden floor, very dark like this door.
Yes.
On the sides of the you showed me there.
There's a living room at the front. There's a kitchen and there's
a little table.
Yes.
Then you go into the living room.
Yes.
You've got a large sofa.
Yes.
Which is in an L shape.
Yes.
Big Samsung telly on a large black shelf.
Yes.
Thing you described. You said in the dining room area, he's got a wardrobe.
Yes.
Then
and it's all just stuffed in spare clothes, as you said.
All stuff with spare clothes, but if you part it,
yes.
you find a little door.
Yes, but you can't really
cellar.
see it because it's kind of camouflaged.
It's camouflaged.
No, yes, it looks a bit.
There's a little wooden handle.
Yes.
You can open that.
Yes. But
Go
they've got
down.
exits. The thing is that they've got exits there because they can run out the house too.
Right. Okay. But you go down into this. It takes you into a basement.
Yes.
And then in there's loads of cupboards.
Yes, there's cupboards and there's
in there.
Yes.
Your dad, Pastor Papa, Mr. Hollings, some other members of staff.
Yes.
Have then had sex with you.
Yes.
Using plastic willies.
Yes, and then they touch each other.
Okay.
And as I said, they sell me and my brother for £50 each every single day.
To who?
To any people who any people who would who are the kind of people who will actually do sex who can't come to school, who are busy or anything like that, but then they keep me and Gabriel to do sex to whilst they got their equipment. So they got the plastic willies, and they do it, and then after maybe for 2 hours, maybe 1 hour during school hours.
Okay, so what is sex?
Yes.
We haven't said what sex is. What is it?
So sex. So they touch each. So they touch each other in private.
Right.
And as I said, I didn't tell you about this, but they got this big plastic stick.
Right.
Yes, not plastic, but wooden.
Yeah.
Yes, and then they put it between our legs, and they hit it right between us, but like in between our legs.
So they hit you with a wooden stick between your legs.
Yes.
And what's that? Is that sex? Is it?
No. But that's how they hurt us. But the real sex is like they get plastic willies. They stick it in our bum. That's what kind of sex they do.
And what is your bum?
So they stick in a plastic willy in our bum, where the poo comes out.
Okay, so they put a plastic willy in the bum where the poo comes out. Okay.
Yes.
And anywhere else?
Yes, no, from private.
Okay.
And then
you say out from private. Who are you talking about?
No. So if we say it hurts or if we cry or make a sound, they'll give us spoon licks. So they'll get a spoon.
Spoon licks?
Yes.
What does that mean?
So they get a spoon and then they hit us on the head.
Okay.
That's when whenever we come back to our mom, she always says, she doesn't say, but that's why we always got bumps on our heads.
Okay.
But she doesn't say, why do you have bumps on your head? She doesn't say that.
Do you know how to get to Mr. Hollings' house, do you?
Me from our school.
From your school, do you?
A bit. I know some of the way.
Where could if we took you where would you be able to find where his house is?
So it's just I don't remember just like the number of his actual house.
But could you say we drove near it? Could you say, yep, it's that one?
Yes, I can spot it because I know, because he always he no matter what, he always parks his Porsche at the front.
Oh, okay.
Always. I know, or like his car looks like, I know actually.
Do you know what street it's in? What the name of the street is, or where?
No, I don't remember, but I know it's Highgate. It's Highgate.
So if we went to Highgate,
yes.
Would you be able to find the house?
Yes.
How?
If we drove around Highgate,
yeah.
and if I spot if I spot the house, because I know how the house looks.
But obviously, there's maybe 1,000 houses in Highgate.
Yes.
So how would you know where to go?
No, because
say, turn left down the street.
No, but that's because when me and my Abraham, my mom's friend, and my mom and Gabriel, we go to this our friend's house called Gary.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you go through Highgate. He lives near Highgate, so when you go through Highgate, just at the bottom of Highgate, he lives there. So then when we go through, I can also, when you go through on the left, you can that's the road where I remember, that's around there, that's where his house is.
So if we went to Gary's house, you'd be able to tell me from there, would you?
Yeah. But my mum and Abraham knows how to go to Gary's house.
Okay.
So when we're on the way, I know, yes.
Okay. And has anything ever happened at your dad's house?
Yes.
What?
My father lives at Angel Road.
Oh, okay.
But it's like on the corner, right on the corner.
What happened there?
And so they got the same like Mr. Hollings.
What?
A bit the same house, a bit the same. In this the same looks this, like I said, the wardrobe, that kind of stuff. That's a bit the same. So they got this stairs downstairs. Yes.
Okay. So if I went to your dad's house, get to your dad's house. What colour door's his?
Yeah, his one is kind of lightish brown.
So it's got a lightish brown door.
Yes.
So go in there.
Yes.
Where's his wardrobe?
In the living room, as I said, a bit like Mr. Hollings.
So it goes to the living room, and what does this wardrobe look like?
It's not like Mr. Hollings's, but similar. It's long.
Okay, so it goes to the wardrobe.
Yes.
And how do I get through the secret door? How do I get into the secret door?
Yeah, they got keys. They got keys to the door because Mr. Morris, my father, Papa.
How could I tell there's a door there? So I go to the wardrobe.
Yes.
How would I know that it's not just the back of a wardrobe, it's the door? How could I tell? What's different about it?
There's no difference.
Where'd you put the key then?
No. There's no key to go in the wardrobe. Yeah. There's no key.
Right, sorry.
But when you go down the stairs into the secret room, underground, they got the room in there. They got the keys to it.
Okay.
Mr. Morris, Papa, Mrs. Forsyth, Mr. Hollings, they got like big bunches of keys. Big.
So how do I get? So open the wardrobe. What's in the wardrobe?
So it's just stuffed in with clothes, like
spare
clothes.
Yes. So get all the clothes out of the way.
Yes.
Then what do I find?
And then after you find it looks like just like a normal wardrobe wall because it's camouflage. You know, make sure you can't see it.
Yes. So
but
how do I
actually
find the door?
Because it's just right in the middle. So this is the wardrobe.
Would I be able to see like the gap or not?
No, it's like camouflage. So like, imagine this was like red, and then imagine this was like this is the same colour.
Would I be able to move the wardrobe out of the way and find a hole in the wall? Would I or not?
No. No, because you have to. The door is attached to the wall.
Right.
And it got stairs going down.
So if I move the wardrobe, would I see the door?
Yes.
Okay.
But then if
that's the best thing to do then, is it?
Yes, sometimes, yes. But sometimes when they go in the wardrobe and they go downstairs, they close behind the door and then they got another, like, it looks like another brick wall. It looks like a brick wall door, and they close it behind too.
Right. So
it looks like a double door.
Let me just make sure I'm clear. So go to your dad's house.
Yes.
The wardrobe's there.
Yes.
Move the wardrobe out of the way.
Yes.
There's a door.
Yes.
Go down the stairs.
Yes.
And then what do I see down the stairs?
Downstairs you go down, and as I said, they've got a little corridor, a little hallway.
Yeah.
So there's a little hallway, and then on the right, just here,
Yeah.
there's just another, just a tiny corridor. So maybe like from here to here, and just there's this door. Just here, and then that's where the secret room is. But you've got special keys though. As I said, you've got big bunches of keys.
Got it. Understood.
You've got loads. Like,
Okay.
look,
So
if you go to Mr. Morris,
yeah.
in our school, if you wait till our school, so today's Friday.
Yes.
So wait till Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Go to our school, catch Mr. Morris.
Yeah.
He's a big tall guy.
Okay.
Catch the whole school, catch all the staff there.
What children? You told us one child to speak to. What other children do you
Lily
think to
Carroll,
speak to?
Sophie Hurlicker,
Sophie
Jack
Hurlicker.
Jones, Ella Darby, Mia Gavish, loads of other children, loads.
Okay.
But me and Gabriel.
Are any of these your friends out of school?
Sorry?
Are any of these friends of yours out of school?
No, but Millie
Yeah.
Carroll, she left school
Why?
because she doesn't like it. She
Where's
doesn't
she
like
gone
the
now?
sex. She went in Salisbury's.
Salisbury?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but
Lovely.
still, because when she went to Salisbury, she thought that was the school it wouldn't do because
Okay.
other schools do it. So Hampstead Parochial do it. St. Luke's does it. All the Hampstead schools do it. The area.
Really?
New
Wow.
End.
Okay.
This, you know the school with this tree. The school with this tree.
I don't, but we'll find out.
That school, and then there's this school. It's between houses.
Okay.
And then there's this between houses there is, yeah. And you know there's in our neighbours, on our road, 5 Patterson Road, up there. Here's our house, and just go up, and then just there's this. We've got a neighbour. She's Russian, and she's in it
Your neighbour, how do you know
Yes.
she's in it?
because she comes to her to school. Because she got 2 sons.
Yeah.
One turned to a tiny baby. It's Russian though. His name is Misha.
Misha.
Yes, and the other one is called
What's
Sasha.
his real name? Sasha. So Alexander, is it?
Yes. His real name is Sasha, but they call him Alexander.
Well, Alexander's
Yes,
his real name,
yes,
isn't
yes.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So then that family, they do it. I don't know what the school is called, but it's just you know Tesco next to this parish church.
Yes.
Yes, there's Tesco, and then just like when you go there, there's this station, and you just go down, and then you can see the post office there, and you go straight down, and it's on the right. You can see this little road, and then you go
Okay.
there, and after there, and after there's the school. You know the school between there. Yes, that school. That's where they go. That's the school, paedophile school.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, Dick, we'll have a little break. It's alright. Me and Claire just have a quick chat, just see if there's anything else we're going to cover. Because I know it's late, and I don't want you getting too tired because it's been a long day for
I'm
you.
not really tired anyway.
Really? You've done very well.
I'm full of food in my tummy.
Yeah, what did you have?
I went to the Indian cafe.
Oh, did you? What
Yes,
did you
I
have?
had samosa, had rice, I had some salad,
Yeah.
I had some rice. It's like rice bread
Yeah.
with like mango chutney.
All right.
Yes, I had that, but I'm just so full.
I bet it sounded
I had this enormous plate like that.
Okay. Okay, we'll just have a couple of minutes. You just wait here for us, is that alright? what we'll do, because I think it sounds like you've got loads and loads to tell us, doesn't it?
Yes.
I think it's best if maybe we talk a couple of different times, because I want to try and remember, because you told me so much already.
Tomorrow.
Well, what I'll do, I'll speak to your mum and see what she thinks is best, because obviously mums know best, don't they? Yeah, so we'll ask her and we'll speak to her about what she thinks is best and where we'll go from there, okay? And then we'll sort of decide the plan of action. What I might ask to do is if I showed you on a computer what we think is your dad's house,
Yes.
can you tell me yes or no if it's your dad's house?
Yes, if you think that's my dad's house.
We've got one where we think we've got to show our dad's house,
Yes.
and then you tell us yes it is or no it
Yes,
isn't.
yes.
Can we do that?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So if you want.
Okay then, we'll call it to a close, and it's 23:24, because it's really late. So what I do, I do speak to adults sometimes, but most of the time I speak to children.
Because they're involved.
Go on, what do you mean?
Like, so like that they know what everything is. The parents didn't know everything. Maybe the children didn't say maybe something. Maybe there's one thing that children didn't say to the parents.
Yeah, that's sometimes right. And sometimes we talk. The reason we talk now is sometimes because say you're embarrassed or scared to tell your mum. Then yeah, so if she's here. And you think, oh, I don't want my mum to know, or I'm scared for her to know. She won't know because she won't be here, will she? So then we can discuss it about whether we need to tell them or how we're going to tell them if that's what you want. So it's a chance for you to talk about things without them there, really. So that's what it is. And also, sometimes you want to tell me something and you don't want to upset your mum. So it's easier. That's one of the reasons why I'm here, and so that's right, yeah. The other chap who I pointed out, can you remember his name? No, Carl. His name is Carl.
Carl.
K-A-R-L. Carl, yeah. Carl, yeah, Carl.
It seems like a long R.
Yeah, I think it's my accent rather than I think you said it right and I said it Carl, yeah. He's the controller for this interview, and his job.
He's on a computer.
Exactly. Watching what we're doing and listening to what we're saying.
Is this like seats here?
Yeah.
All
so you're outside here, are you?
Yes.
So you're outside.
Thing like rules like do not go in cupboards, do not go to the fridge.
Chairs,
yes.
and then there's a pathway in the middle
yes.
where you can walk up and down.
Yes.
And it's a larger area up some stairs which is carpeted,
yes.
got a table on,
yes.
and that's where they do the dancing
yes.
with skulls.
Yes, yes,
then,
right about, yes.
Then there's two nurseries, one's not used very much,
yes.
and it's got a kitchen with a silver fridge.
Yes.
Sometimes they make porridge for the children there.
Yes, but they keep the porridge into the cupboards well with food like honey or whatever they use for the porridge.
Okay.
Maybe like jam, because they sometimes make toast for the children. They don't use the fridge really, it's just porridge, it's just like...
And then they keep bits of baby, leftover baby, leftover blood.
Yes, but they don't let the headmistress, they make sure that they do not let the nursery use the fridge.
They're not allowed to use the fridge.
Yes, they're not allowed.
And how can they not get in the fridge? Why can't the nursery just open?
One is that the headmistress is still the head of the church.
Yeah. So say like one of the nurseries bought yogurt in because they were hungry for lunch. They thought, actually, I'll just put it in the fridge. Why couldn't they just put it in the fridge?
They're not allowed.
Say there was.
So they're in the room, like the staff room of the nursery. So the nursery room. Just at the back there's the store, and it's the exit of the nursery.
Yeah.
The other side, and then there's just a toilet for the nursery, and instead there's this room where like the people who work in the nursery, that's where they all rest. They got their own fridge there.
Okay, so there's a little room off the nursery.
Yes, they already got their own fridge.
So you go into the nursery.
Yes.
So there's a little tiny room off it for where they can
rest.
rest.
There's an office at the nursery.
There's an office in the nursery where they can rest. And also there's a toy room.
Yes, a toy room, like right at the back of the
Back then, you go in the toy room, then there's a cupboard.
Yes.
Are there any other doors?
No, there's no doors really. It's just like just cupboards and then all on the sides is just a packet of toys everywhere.
So you definitely can't get in.
Yes.
If you go into, you can only go back into the nursery. You can't go anywhere else.
It's just like just cupboards there, and then it's just got toys everywhere around you.
So you definitely can't go anywhere else other
Yes,
than the
but they've
nursery.
got this little big box of like broken toys in it.
Okay.
But they don't keep they make sure that because they make sure that they can't, they make sure that the headmistress, she's still the head of the nursery.
Yeah.
Because the nursery, they are like the part of the church.
Okay.
Headmistress do not let, they're like, she's the head of the nursery anyway.
Okay.
So she does not let the nursery teachers, well, nursery staff, and they do not like, she gives them rules like do not go in the cupboards, do not go to the fridge or anything. But because Mrs. Forsake, she doesn't really trust the nursery, she got her own locks on the cupboards anyway. She does not really trust them.
Okay.
Just in case they do come in and just open the cupboard.
Okay. Alright. That's very good. Thank you. Thanks. That's a very good description you've given me there. Thank you. So, did you want to sit there? Are you comfortable there, or do you want to sit back on the sofa? You sit wherever you're comfortable. It's up to you.
But speakers still can hear.
Yeah, what it is, if Carl can't hear us, he would have come and knocked on that door to say, and that when I hear him knock on that door, I know Carl wants me to speak up. So rather than interrupt us.
Yes.
Okay, so we've spoken about the church. Do you mind if I just quickly check the time? I'll ask a quick couple of questions and then you can have a little break. Is that alright? Okay, so who is it you live with at home at the moment?
My mum and Abraham.
Your mum, Abraham, anyone else?
No. But my nanny Galia, she comes.
Galia.
Yes.
And that's short for something, isn't it, Galia?
No, her real name is Galina.
Galina, yeah, Galia's short, isn't
Yes,
it?
because she's Russian and Ukrainian.
Yeah. And then your mum and Abraham.
Yes, we live with them.
And what do you call Abraham? Do you always call him Abraham? What do you call him?
No, we don't call him Abraham, we call him Papa Hemp.
Papa Hemp. The Papa Hemp, Mama,
Yes.
Galia.
Yes.
Okay.
But Galia does not live with us.
No, where does she live?
She lives, I don't know where she lives, she never took us to her house.
Yeah.
But I don't know where she lives, but she comes to our house to work, to look after us when Papa and Mum are like out tonight or anything like that.
Okay. So tell me about Mama first of all. What's she like?
She's kind. We ask her for food mostly,
Yeah.
but we sometimes nag her for food though.
Yeah.
But we don't always. But Abraham.
Why is that? Why do you nag for food?
Because we love eating, but sometimes she says like maybe she makes us soup or something. But we don't really want soup. We like sweet stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we ask her for fruit, like bananas, because we got like loads of baskets of bananas in our house.
What's your favourite soup?
Well, they don't make that kind of soup like chicken soup or anything like that.
No, what do you
They
make?
make like, hemp.
I know hemp is like a root of a plant.
Yes, weed, which is smoke.
Yes.
Yes, but his real name is hemp.
Okay.
But like fresh hemp. Yes, that's what we make like soup out. We have a juice and we juice the soup.
So
We don't have like pieces or anything like
you
that.
don't have like
No,
vegetable
we don't have like normal soups like
mushroom
that.
soup.
No. We used to, but now we don't. But when we used to go to school, they used to give us like red rice, wild red rice. They used to give us that and buckwheat and that kind of stuff.
Okay. I've got a question. How do you know about weed? Well, how did you know that you smoke weed?
Abraham told me about that.
What did he tell you about?
He said that like weed, you're not supposed to, like the first time we met him.
Yeah.
So he told my mum about hemp.
What did he say?
And he said that you don't smoke weed, even though my mum did not smoke it, but she didn't know what weed was anyway. So he told her that you have to eat it fresh, not dry or anything. So then, or like that kind of stuff. Because he's a nutritionist, he says.
Okay.
Because we used to eat it.
So where do you buy that from then?
Oh, I don't know, but we went to a holiday to Morocco.
Yeah.
For holiday, but...
No, I mean, to get soup, where do you buy the hemp to make soup?
Yeah, they got that, it's delivered to us.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, but then most of it is bad.
Okay.
And we got loads of buckets of hemp seeds, like coconut seeds.
Yeah.
Not the ones in shops in those little plastic bags with, who are like soft ones.
Okay, so why do you need the seeds?
To use them.
You juice the seeds?
Because we get the milk from it and we make juices.
Oh, I see.
We make green juices, that kind of stuff.
I understand.
Well, my mum used to make us like soup, which is like you got cabbage, but like red is like a soup. Yes, it's like you got like beetroot pieces, but it's like boiled.
Yeah.
It's not fresh.
No.
But it's like red cabbage. You got a bit of red cabbage because we used to buy the veggie sausages.
Yeah.
So like made out of soya,
Yeah.
not like real pork ones.
Okay. So Mama's nice, but sometimes you
Yes.
never for food.
Yes.
What's your favourite thing about Mama?
She's really kind and she looks after us.
Oh, nice.
So that she takes us to holidays. Sometimes she gives us some food.
Yeah.
So maybe sometimes she gets like a really sugary smoothie.
Oh,
Because when we used to go to holidays to Gran Canaria, she used to buy us it was a place called Torito. Yes, and she bought us this fruit smoothies. So it's just like fruit in little packets, all kind of flavours.
why wasn't she in the same room then?
She was in the room.
Okay, so just a bedroom in.
Yes, he was lying in a bed, and he was standing up next to the bed, and I was in a corner, but like by the bed was Mama and Mum was.
And what about brother Gabriel? How did they help him? How was he helped to tell the
Yes,
truth?
well, it seems like he hates licks,
Yeah.
but actually, Gabriel, but he actually likes them.
He seemed. What has it
So
seemed?
he screams, he does all kind of stuff, it says it hurts. Actually, it doesn't actually, it doesn't actually hurt.
Has he ever hit you in England or just in?
We had a lot of fights, worse than a cat and a dog.
Who?
Me and Gabriel.
No, I mean you, Abraham. Has he ever given you licks in England or just in Morocco?
No, in Morocco, that's the only time when he ever done it to me.
Okay. Okay. And what about to Gabriel?
Gabriel, same, yes.
Okay.
But he, as I said, me and Gabriel, my father learned me and Gabriel, well, taught me and Gabriel, both to fight with each other, but like worse than a cat and a dog.
Okay.
So like grip each other on the hand and like scratch them and then pull each other's hair and all kind of stuff. And then pull my hand, bang on the floor and then do that kind of bad stuff. And then once my father taught me, like he did taught me, but he told me to make my brother's head bleed, or like maybe like so like my brother's head bleed, so that it actually bleeds. I said, how should I do that? And then, but I didn't want to do that anyway. I wasn't going to. I wanted to know. Yes, I wanted to know. Ricky Dillman.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, like, how I wanted to know how will he tell me to do that. But I wasn't actually going to do that. And then because after I wasn't like, he said, "Are you sure you can do that?" I said, yes, of course I'm sure. But I didn't do like he wasn't sure with me. Like if I will do it. So now he gave me licks, like hard ones. I can make your head bleed. My father. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So he gave me licks. Till I will say it say that I will do it proper. I will do it for sure. I promise you. and after this, so you can see I promised him that I will do it, and I'll have to do it.
Okay.
So then after I done it, so he told me like, do I have any little glass frame or anything?
Yeah.
With a picture in it, but got glass on the at front. I said, well, I think I do. I told him I think I do have one. It's a picture of Supreme sitting high. So that's the person that we pray for and meditate for. Yes, so there was a picture of her, and after I said, I think you got a glass frame because I saw my mum putting apart the photo and putting it in, taking it out and then changing the frame.
Yeah.
But then after when I saw her putting it in the new frame, the photo, of the picture of her, she did put this glass at the top. I thought it was plastic first, and then after when I asked Mum when she was putting it in, I just felt it with my nails. I just were softly knock with my nails, touched it with my nails, but how to say just
You worked out it's glass.
Yes, so then I know how to tell it's glass because it will make a little tiny noise.
Yeah.
But it wasn't plastic then. Now I made sure that it was glass, so I asked my mum if it was glass. She said yes, it's glass, be careful.
Yeah.
And because after he told us to have a big fight, as big as they can. And then after that time, I was so angry then.
And how did he tell you that?
So he told me to fight. He taught us to fight really badly.
Okay.
And but once me and Gabriel fighted so badly.
Okay.
So once, because my father lived with us then.
Yeah.
He told me to, he did tell me, but now he told me to think of a really bad thing to do. Then I thought, and I just gave an example for my dad, and I wanted him to be pleased with me, not to give me any licks or anything. So now after I said, because we used to have a baby bed, so you know babies which sleep in this little beds, and not the one that they had to rock. There's a still bed, is maybe a 5 or 4-year-old can sleep in it. So now but it had a gate so you can just put maybe a suitcase under the bed, but then you can't take it out just like that. Because it got it looks like gates at the front. And I gave Gabriel a trick. So I told my dad that I told him my thing to do. So I said I'll trick Gabriel by getting him under the baby bed and lock him in there and stay on the bed so that he can't come out. So he can't because the bed was a bit light. So then because he can just pick up the bed. Then after he tried to pick up the bed, he couldn't because I was heavy there and I was still on the bed. Then he was screaming. And after when I heard maybe left him there for 3 minutes on, I ran right in my mum does yoga. So then I ran in a yoga room where she does it. I hid in the cupboards, but I thought there was no family there. So then I went there and I hid there. And then Gabriel knew that place. I thought he didn't, but then he opened it and then he teared my hair off. And he got my hair banging everywhere on the walls and on the floor. I got so angry. So then but I started it.
Okay.
So then after I got this frame and I made sure he didn't look, so I was behind his back and then I went that on his head. So then after the piece of glass went in his head and then he bled. Yes, and then after, but once he done something bad to me anyway. Well, it wasn't on purpose actually. I think we'll stop because your mum's finished and it's getting quite late for a day. So I think we're going to take a break if that's right. We're going to stop and we'll finish up for today. Is that all right? Yes. My mum said that we are going to go to see you tomorrow.
I think what it is, I just want to make sure you're okay at a hospital tomorrow. So you're going to check you over and make sure you're okay. It's the 11th of September. Yeah, but I know very much. Cleo was at the hospital. Yeah? Yeah, she works with me, but she's not here today, it's only me and Carl. And what we're here today, just carry on really with what we've been talking about. Because it's been so much. Well, we spoke a few bits, haven't we? Then, whilst we was on our way here, which is...
Some of them are not true, that Abraham told us to say.
Yeah, that's what you said
Yeah,
on the
that's
car.
right, yeah.
So what we do, that's where we'll start. But before we do, I'd like to just go through the rules again. I know you're probably sick of hearing. God, can you remember them, can you?
Don't lie, tell the truth.
That is one of the rules. Don't lie and tell the truth. That is.
Yeah.
So the first rule, tell me if you remember them or not, is that I wasn't there, so you just tell me everything you can. Also, how did it all come out
So,
about...
when we were in Morocco,
Yeah,
we had fun there, but not so much fun.
yeah,
But then after, me and Gabriel were watching a movie,
yeah,
which is Zorro,
yeah.
at the movie, which is Zorro, and then after, we were watching, and after it finished, Abraham came out of the balcony, and he came and said to us that, like, he said, like, who's touching you? And then everything like that, and then we gasped and gasped and gasped, and then after he said, no, it's your father. And then after we had an idea to tell that he just kills babies and stuff because we watched the Zero.
Okay. So, we spoke a couple of times. Do you remember? And obviously, the one rule you remembered was tell the truth
Yeah.
and don't lie.
Yeah.
That's the only, out of all those rules, that's the only one you remember.
Yeah.
So why is it that you told me something then, which was not true?
No, because Abraham told me to say that, so then after, there's more trouble, because I didn't know there'll be more trouble, but he told me to say that because I was too scared of him.
Oh, okay. And why are you scared of him?
Because he would just hit me if I said okay, then he'll just hit me because he doesn't believe it.
Okay, you told me lots and lots of things there.
Yeah.
So what I might start with, you was in Morocco,
Yeah.
you're watching Mask of Zorro,
Yeah.
and what is that film, Mask of Zorro?
So it's all about like baddies are from California and they come and the goodies are living in California and they build buildings and then they have she touches me.
Who? Sophie?
Yeah, she's my friend, but not really.
Okay.
She just believes me and all that stuff.
Okay.
And she touches my brother.
Okay. So she's a friend of yours?
Yes, but she's not my friend actually. But she learned me to do that because I don't know where she got that from, but she just done it to me.
Okay. So Sophie showed you how to do
Yeah.
it?
Yes, and then that's after she...
What did she show you to do?
She said she touched me and she said, touch me. So then I said, no, that's wrong. So then after she just told me, she just took my hand and took my hand and grabbed my hand and touched it with her private.
Oh, okay.
And after I said, don't do that, Sophie, or you won't be my friend. And she said she does not care. And she said to me, she said to my brother, and then she'll give me a whole big packet of sweets.
And did she?
She said, I'll give you a whole big packet of sweets tomorrow if you touch your brother or whatever. So then I touched Gable, and then after the next day, when she said she'll give me a packet of sweets, and she told me, she said, and after I said, where's the packet of sweets they thought you promised me? And she said, I'm just joking, I'll never give you a packet of sweets.
Okay. So Abraham seen you touching your brother, and then what's happened?
And then after when he said, who learned you to touch and all that, and I said, Sophie learned me to touch Gable, but then he didn't believe me, so then he said, no, someone else, and then I just said, it was just Sophie and my friends, that's who they taught me to do that, and he said, no, it's a dad, so then I just don't really forgot that.
Okay.
I just thought, why would he say my dad even though it's not true?
Okay. So did your dad teach you?
Really Sophie and me and Ella.
So So, the stuff that happened in the church and the swimming pool at school, did any of that really happen?
No, that was all made up.
It was all made up.
He told me to say that, and I said, why, Abraham? That's not true, though.
Okay, so,
But then he said, yes, that is true, so don't lie. Just
So-
saying that to the police.
how did you think about, like, because you told me about, like, they all danced around with baby skulls. How did you think of that idea?
Because he wanted this. They dance around with baby skulls in the church, don't they? That's what Abraham told me. And I said, no, they don't. And he said, yes, they do. Stop lying. The little brat. That's what he told me.
Oh, okay. So he's told you. He's
And then
said,
after I kept on arguing with him,
yeah.
I didn't. And then he said, I'm not arguing with you. You did do that, stupid little cunt. That's what he told me.
Okay, that's very nice, isn't it?
But I thought I would just say yes, he did too much, but I did do that.
Okay. So, then what about the stuff that happened at the swimming pool?
That's not true.
Not true.
He takes us to the swimming pool, but he just plays with us with the balls there, the swimming pool, and other people are there.
Okay.
They don't know who
And so what about all your teachers and all that?
they don't do it.
They don't do it.
They never even met my Mr. Holland,
Yeah.
teacher.
Okay, let me switch this screen out. Current application. So, the reason I played that before tonight is because tonight's presentation is going to go over much of what you just heard. I did switch the time. I may go on before 7. I'm going to see. But the information that came from that interview, I believe, is critical to back up everything that I've been saying. And thank you to the member that sent it to me. That was mind-blowing. I was listening to it with you guys, together with you, and it's exactly what's going on today, as if it never stopped. I have a few more things to do to prepare for tonight, but tonight's presentation is going to show you I guess, the images that match her words. And I didn't prepare it that way, but it obviously, things happen the way they're supposed to. And my whole entire presentation, I would say, which is about 100 pages, brings you apples to apples on this kind of a room. And what I'm going to show, I truly believe, because now that I see what I just watched with you guys, are locations that lead to these deep, dark stairways to hell. The stairways are real. I said before I even met Summer, before she came to me, and I believe that one day I will see, because I see the vision, looking down into a hole, small little hole, where these stacked beds are. So I'm going to show you a lot of things. As soon as I'm finished, I might go on before. So if you need to get alerted, please do put your alerts on so you know when I go on. Because most of my information tonight, I must say, comes from Molly's videos. And the faces behind Molly's videos match up to Gotcha Man, Tim Mullen, and Idaho 4, and it's really, really clear. So this was a really good introduction, I believe. Now, if you guys want to go to that channel. I haven't watched anything else, but I know that I will make it my business to watch it. But that was a good intro. Let me see, this is one of the pages. See, this is the second page of tonight's intro, tonight's video. I will go on as soon as I have it ready. The photos that are going to be to the left-hand side mostly are from Molly. And I'm going to be matching them up to the cases that I'm covering. This next part 3 is going to be really important not to miss. They're the doorways to hell, and I'm going to show you these doorways and how they match behind the cases that I am covering. And I don't know who Molly is when I talk about her. I don't know who she is. It's not the Molly that we know of. It's not who we think she is. But I can say, through my only entertainment purposes, everything falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, that someone here is the key keeper, the keeper of the keys, the head honcho to the nursery that runs the system right now. And I can only bring you what I have been shown. So I'm going to finish up my presentation for tonight, and make sure you put your alerts on, and because I don't know when I'm going to go on it, to be honest, because shit's going to fly through right now since I just did that video. And thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you that send me information. I obviously, as you could see, I look into it. I look and open up all of what you send me. And I don't know if you, I know you're in here. I don't really like to mention by name because I don't know if you guys, do that. But thank you. Until tonight, I will be going on Get Alerted. And this is where I'm going to start. And it just happens to be these doorways. And I'm going to bring you them and show you how they look like hospital rooms, how they look like garages, closets. Yeah, all of it. Oh, yes, NW Love. There you go. Hoo-hoo. I didn't know if you wanted me to mention. Thank you. All right. Until later. All right, guys, get alerted. Thank you all for tuning in. See you soon.